How many of us are really excited about this? The wealth transfer is happening in front of us. The question is, are you ready to participate in that? And when I say that with serious caution. You shouldn't be in an asset which is dropping like nuts. You should be in some way where it's trending higher. The market is in it. You are watching this evolving in front of you. Giants are filing for bankruptcy. They are getting hammered. We are watching that evolve in front of us. When this is the case and they want to change the structure, they will manipulate the market for sure. So you need to understand where you should be, because on the other end, this is the reality. When institutions and nations are dumping the debt, people are kind of thinking that's the safe haven and they are buying into it. So what do you think they're going to do to the value of that investment? That's why I say we are watching a huge wealth transfer in front of us. To understand how this is going to evolve, let's actually break down what the market thinks is happening to different assets. That's what we are going to try here in this video. Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where the normal retail guys learn how to become the next top 10% of this world. Right now, we are watching a lot of opportunities evolving. Say in just last 10 days, these assets have done 50, 60, 100%. A lot of different assets are doing different stuff, but you do see a lot of these. This is in the first 100, and you're watching this is like 60% up in a week. So if you were understanding this, it's not just about calling one opportunity, but understanding about where this is happening, how this is happening, what you can do, what you should know about. That's where the SI family and about 500 members right now have the advantage. They get all this before that stuff pops. That's what gives you the actual opportunity in the market. See, if you have seen the news, gold is hitting the all-time high zone. Where is it now? It's above 2,000. This is our call way before that, when the price was 1850. What did we ask? Are we about to see the same? Because historically, that price structure was showing you it is going up. And I'm like, okay, this didn't start at the bottom. It's starting here at the midpoint. So yeah, we are going to do the same. And right now, yes, we are at that range. So having an idea of what is happening is so important, whether it's one asset or another. Say this is INJ when we actually call it out right here. INJ is at 13.61 now, and the first target was 9.39. We hit that. Then, before that, people ask like, okay, do you only call this? I'm like, no. Before the price drops, I give you that idea saying, watch that. It can also drop down. So when it started, where did it start from? 5.6. So what did I say? Watch. This is going to be that range around 5.5 is going to be the bottom. Watch this. And those who did understand that, they understood that that's a buying opportunity. That's the macro support level. Now, if we actually take that idea and look at our beloved asset, XRP, yeah, we are trending higher. Now, there is a difference in it. You're watching the market doing a new trend. That's a micro level stuff, but it is still happening. You're watching the RSI trying to make a double bottom. Last time it did a double bottom, the price moved higher. So this is fairly easy to understand which direction we are actually moving in. Because once you see that the weekly close last time showed you with a confirmation that we are heading higher, now we are just watching like, okay, this is already here in the Friday. Just 2 days, we get the weekly candle close. We want to see how high we can go in next 2 days. It's going to be really important because if you actually watch the MACD, it's still in the positive zone. It is trying to cross back to the upside. As soon as that happens, you will watch the RSI climbing back above this trend line. which is where I believe a big burst will start. We'll go above that psychological level and the resistance of like 0.8, 0.9 and a dollar mark, breaking that level, moving all the way up to 1.8 to $2 range. I think that's coming fairly quicker than a lot of people anticipate. Then, for the general market and its trend, this is happening in front of us. On a 3-day chart, you're watching Bitcoin is climbing back in to the positive territory on the MACD. That's bullish. So you go on a weekly and see which direction we are going. This is exactly what is being followed by XRP right now. You are in the positive territory. Remember what I just said. As soon as you cross to the upside here, in the positive territory, RSI will increase. The strength will come in and you will get a pop. This is what I just explained in XRP. That's why I told understanding where we will start that pop, the odds of what we may actually see in the market. That is critical to any investors in any asset class, but especially in crypto, because the volatility and the manipulation here is super high. We are about this territory, and that's all you really need to understand, because you broke this range, you retested that, consolidated there for like 250 days. Now we are breaking to the upside. That's the reaccumulation. Once you have that long of reaccumulation, don't think it's going to slow down or reverse somewhere here. It's going to go to our all-time high. We've talked about this. And maybe we may even get that all-time high this year. It's just 60 days from here. But remember, we have done these kind of things in the past. We've consolidated, we've broken that level, and we've ran to the upside very quickly. It was not slow move. It was a pop in terms. When you go on a daily chart, you'll understand that further. But the biggest volume, the momentum, everything came in when the weekly RSI reached the overbought territory. You can see that. That's exactly what you're watching here. The weekly RSI is just entering the overbought territory and you're breaking through this. There is a fair run up even in Bitcoin. Maybe a 3-4x is going to happen there too. Agreed. But that's exactly where you need to understand these assets. They pop. This time around, you have the settlement almost done. You have the code saying XRP is not a security. You have a macro level marketing around the world done by Ripple. People are going to flock into this asset. Those who are positioned well enough in this asset right now will have the ability to participate in something we just talked about. Trickling down wealth. A lot of people will try to catch up as the price goes up, which is FOMO. But you and me who are already in this asset, we have done our research, we understand what we are doing, we have the level of discipline and patience it need. They cannot beat us in that category. We are ready for that. If you want to manipulate, try doing that. We don't care. We really don't care because we understand which direction we are going. Just like what we talked about here, once you understand the macro, I think this happened last few times. History is not going to be different. I'm not smarter than the history. I'm a student of the history. I learned the market psychology. And if that's true, this is having a higher odds. Now, that's true. Great. Here, when we were at the bottom and we broke high, I told you guys, watch for this. This is going to do a 8 to 10x. It did. Same with other assets during that time. Right now, we have similar calls running in the family, the SI family, where hundreds of people are actually taking benefit of this. Right now, around 500 people or more are taking that opportunity because now we are in different trades, which we think is going to give us better opportunities. Now, we have already closed some of them. We are skimming profits from some of them. It's all happening now. And I strongly believe this won't actually be a window of a year or two where they will allow you, me, and others to make a ton of cash. I don't think that's going to be the scenario. They will surprise the market. It's not small amount of money we are talking about. It's big in trillions. I believe it was like in a $65, $68 trillion, which is actually moving hands. And if you actually focus on that, yeah, in total it was like 84 trillion. But right now, the movement of money happening here it goes, is estimated around 68 trillion. That's a giant amount of money. Even if you say 10% of that is going to be handed over to the millennials and they'll look at crypto, the crypto market right now is like $1.2 trillion. So getting just another $1 trillion, the market goes, because not every asset is going to go up. Believe me, not every asset is going to go up. You'll still watch assets which are negative in top 100. But you need to see which is in a correction, which is in a downtrend. Both are different. So you need to understand the macro and the micro. That's what we actually try to do. And if you are wanting to look at these stuff to prepare yourself for this upcoming rally, this bull season, look at the Patreon. The link is in the description below if you're watching in YouTube. Now, coming back to the technical side of things, we all understand this is what's happening. You need a lot of patience. You need a lot of discipline. Why? We are trying to participate in the biggest wealth transfer which has happened in decades, or even in a couple of generations. That means you should be better from the vast majority. And the only way you can beat them is with proper education about what's happening, where we came from, where we are right now. So you have a better understanding of where we are going. That's exactly what the macro analysis shows you. You have already seen it with the RSI, with the MACD. Everything shows you one thing. We are about to ride higher. This is like you're going for a war and they're saying, draw the swords. We are starting. We are riding from here. That's exactly almost same in the markets. Because when you make money, there's a lot of other people losing on the other end. Yes, it's unfair, but that's how the market works. So if you want to be on the side which is winning, there's a lot of hard work to do. If you're an engineer, you went like 3-4 years doing that course, spending a lot of money. Then you became an engineer. If you're an investor, if you're a trader, that's why people spend a lot of time, effort, and money to learn and become the best, or at least become in the top 10%. That's why I say, look at this. The macro is just showing you whichever way you want to put it. It is at a macro level of support. It has consolidated long enough for it to pop through and surprise a lot of people. Yes, I agree. Fib kind of gives you a little bit lower target, but even on that level, the wave, first half of wave 2 showing you around $7 means you're looking for like $14 to $20 a minimum range. That's just in one asset. This asset class is going to take off and you will watch a lot of these assets popping. Some of them agreed will do 50, 100,000x. You need to understand which of those assets have the probability of doing a 20 to 30x or 50x in this wave. Because having that, even at 1% of your portfolio, can actually make a big difference. Now, yes, it's like a venture capital investing. You go for 3 or 4% or 5% in 5 assets. Maybe 4 of them are bankrupt. 1 will pay off. That's high risk investments. But XRP is not a high risk investment. Yes, cryptocurrencies are risky, heavily risky, but this is an asset which is being taken over by the utility. Then, for this market, you're already preparing with massive marketing. We understood that last time. There were a lot of dumb projects taking off just with the marketing. So with the utility, with the adoption, and with the marketing, this time maybe we'll be surprised with the price action going way higher than what we anticipate here. But the market will again lead us. If the big guys, the whales are moving out, we will see the signs in the market. That is where we will double down on taking profits. We will try to take the maximum at that point to average the profit upside. Say the price goes to $20 and you are cashing out 5%, 2%, whatever from top to bottom. Your average can be $10 instead of $20. But if you do that right, your average can be close to 20 or 18 or 17, which is much better than being at the half level. So you need to think about this from this moment and follow the market as it goes higher. Educating yourself is the best part. If you are here in the Twitter and you're not following me, I would say try. It won't actually harm you in any way. And it will give you a lot of different things which is happening in the market right now. That will actually give you perspective. It's about things. If they are going to go for a war like this, governments are going to print trillions of dollars, which will devalue their fiat currencies. And that means if you hold gold, silver, crypto, and other assets, the value will go up. So you should understand this is happening. This really is happening in front of us. How we participate in that depends on how well prepared you are. If you are positioned well enough, this is the way to go. You will see this happening, and you will see it. Initially, it would feel like slow, boring, but at one point it will just pop, and you really don't want to miss that. That's all that I'm saying. Now, if you need to talk to me in person, if you need to discuss, you're having this amount of portfolio, you're having this amount of assets, which is like you're confused. You want to go through each of them one by one. Now, yeah, this actually gives you the opportunity. If you are in the SI family here, you can actually use this link. You can get there and do a one-on-one session, which kind of gives, I believe, which kind of give you the maximum value to be well prepared to take on what's coming ahead in this market. And this may not come every now and then. There's something you need to understand. You waited like 2017, November, December. If you were there, you already made 10, 30, 40x. Just XRP did 30x. 2020, November, December. If you were there, you were already prepared to ride the wave. 2023, November, December. That's where we are. 3 years, 3 years, 3 years. That's all we are watching for wave one in different market cycles. This is really interesting if you go back in chart and understand that. I'm trying to break all of those down with the macro analysis, micro analysis, with dollar, gold, crypto, stocks, everything into this family. So they are well prepared for what's coming ahead, because it's not only taking profits. If you take the profit and buy NFT, that drops like 99% done. There is no meaning in putting all these efforts. Taking that profit and putting it in the right place is important. That's why I say, if you want to drop in, jump here. You're always welcome. So guys, if you received value for your time, please do smash that like button for me. I'll meet you guys on the next video. Bye for now.